Okay, this is Waiting for 976 here with the truth. Okay, Keith Olbermann has been let go by Current TV. Breaking news just happened. I was surfing the net, and I went to Keith Olbermann, just wanted to see what was up with him, and I came across an article, believe it or not, at E! Online, but they were the first to tell. It was the #1 story. Keith Olbermann has been let go by Current Television. Now, no one knows what this is about, whether it was about Keith's temper, which people said he had a bad temper, or whether it was about the fact that creative control that Keith and Current have been going, and I guess that's where his temper comes in, clashing over the direction. They cut his power off where he wouldn't have a background. They said it was for budgetary reasons, but that was over 6 months ago. I mean, please tell me the guy got 300,000 viewers, and that was Current Television's #1 ranked show. So somebody can't please tell me that Keith wouldn't bring in any money at least. Come on. And I think that they could have lit the lights, but I think they just didn't like what Keith was doing. Again, I wanted to tell about Keith. It's going to start the video, but what this video is really about is what we can do to stop things like this from happening. Because Keith was a voice for the left. He was the guy who first said, hey, look, the Iraq War is wrong. Even when it was unpopular to say that, he said it. He went after Bill O'Reilly, he went after Glenn Beck and Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh. He was the first, and I really navigated his show because of that. I could not wait to watch Keith Countdown with Keith Olbermann every night because I knew I was going to see somebody who was going to tell the right off. And hell, he would even jump onto the left when he thought they were wrong. And that's he was the reason why I started this channel. I just went, you know what? There needs to be another one. By no means Keith Olbermann, no. But I wanted to give a voice to the left more. Now, I know there are people out there on YouTube, but at the time I was kind of foolish. I thought there wasn't a whole lot of people like that until I got to navigating and seeing all the other people on here. But I really did have sincere intent. I was like, I really want to, like anybody on YouTube, I'm just going to be up front and be like, you want subscribers? Of course. Yes. I don't have to have the most subscribers, but I would love to have at least when this channel reaches its peak, I say about 10,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you up front. I don't have to have the most. But yes, that would be kind of nice to have, like, every video I do get like 4,000 or 5,000 hits. I'd be like, that's good. I'm getting conversation going. I get a lot of hits. I get this going and that going. And yes, it is about that. But the thing is, I don't have to have the most because I know that in order to do that, I would have to be more loud, more shocking, more hateful, and that's not me. I know I can get pretty passionate and stuff, but everybody who really knows me, you can ask my friends like Owen or Lissa or Franks or Azov. You can ask those people what I'm really like, and I'm really kind of a mellow guy. Some topics really get me passionate, and that's okay. But the thing to remember is to try to keep it civil and try to keep it nice most of the time. Anyway, what this video is really about is what can we do? Well, here's a good one. Turn off Current. Yes, turn them off. Turn off Russian television. Yes, even them. I like Russian television, but MSNBC, NBC, MSNBC, Fox, ABC, CBS, turn them off. I had a discussion with Skid Row Radio and Anti-Bullshit Man. I took his joke wrong. I did. I admit it. I'm sorry, Anti-Bullshit Man. But he kind of gave me a quote. I said, what can be done about the media? He said, buy a remote control where people have to have a certain IQ to watch, or no, they have to have a certain IQ to watch television, the media with, and then they have a one-button remote or no-button remote. Basically, in other words, turn the damn TV or the off button, one-button remote that says off. Turn it off. Turn off the media. If they're giving you bullshit, if they're not treating people who you like fairly, like Keith Olbermann, turn them off. And I know some righties are going to get on here and say, Keith probably deserved it because he's been hateful. Oh, yes, like Glenn Beck, Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly put an umbrella right next to somebody's face. I mean, those people have never done anything like that, right? Yeah. Fact is, Fox and them, Fixed Noise, which Keith Olbermann helped coin, by the way, they're a hate channel. That's what they are. But you know this. But if you're ignorant enough to watch it, I'm sorry, I can't do nothing for you. That's sad. But you're buying into hate, division, and fear. This is what it is. You want to support Keith Olbermann? He's got a website. I know he's going to have a new one up because he shut the other one down because he went to Current Television, but Keith said today on Twitter, and I follow Keith on Twitter, and I've actually talked to him once on Twitter, and he was like, he said he's just going to start, doing his videos again and online and stuff, support him that way. Current won't get none of the money. Nobody else. It'll be Keith. You want to support Keith? Support him like that. I got a website. You want to support me? Hell, even if you're like YouTube's corporate and stuff, well, go to my website. You want to watch me on YouTube? Fine. But if you're like, dang on it, I'll leave the link below. I'll leave the link to Keith Olbermann's website. You want to start supporting people who you like? Go to their website. Find out the news there. Check sources. Always do that, because when you do that, you're getting the information right. Don't just take. I don't want you to. When you watch one of my videos, I do call it the truth, because I really do believe what I look up all the information and stuff, and I do give you what I really do believe is the truth. But if there's any doubt in your mind, don't be afraid to read the article. Go to the link, see what link it's from. And I do go to most of the same sites because they're the ones I trust. And they usually are the ones that get their accuracy right, like Britannica, the Progress for American Center, ThinkProgress.org, Media Matters. These people really do their research. So that is how to fight against the corporate media. You want to fight against them? I'm doing this now. I only kept watching current television because of Keith Olbermann. Turn them off. Even if Keith were to get another network deal, I don't know if I could watch, because there'd be that fear in my mind that somebody would try to screw him. But on his own website now, nobody can tell him what to do. He's the boss of his own destiny. And if you watch him, you'll be supporting Keith. If you follow his tweets, you'll be supporting Keith. If you go to his Facebook page and you support Keith, then you are supporting him. Watching his show on a network television, in a way, really won't be supporting him, because if you do, then if he gets fired 6 or 7 months later, then you're like, oh man, why did I even bother watching? That's the problem. Because everybody's like, oh, if you get television, you get more people to listen. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, the Young Turks get a lot of viewers on current, but they get just as much, make just as much of an impact on their website, on their Twitter page, on their Facebook page, but they got a lot of followers. So, I mean, I don't have nearly as many of that followers, but I got like nearly 1,000 on YouTube. So I got a lot of people who trust what I say and trust what I do and stuff, and everybody wants me to, everybody like, oh, you can be an anchor on television. I don't know, because I wouldn't compromise. That's not me. Even if it may cost me money, I'm like, because if I knew a story was right, and they say, well, our corporate masters say we don't want to upset them, I'd be like, screw them. I'll upset them. But that's the way it is, though. See, this is who they really answer to, is corporations. So, because you need money to make a big production show. That's another thing. Everybody wants big, flashy effects, graphics and stuff, and that's not cheap to do. And I know that's another reason my videos don't get nearly as many hits as some of the other people, because I don't have the effects that they do. I don't have the budget. And see, again, everybody, they're like, oh, we don't want to fall into that corporate stuff, but you end up doing it anyway. It takes money, I know that. But I don't have the money to do that kind of production. I don't. So I know my channel will never be Amazing Atheist big. I know that. Like I said, do I want to subscribe? Yeah. But see, the thing is, you have to make the choice. It's up to you. Do you want to listen to somebody who will give you honest answers like me, Azo, for instance? Not just me. I'll name a lot of people who really, Coughlin, who does his research well, Skid Row Radio, Anti-Bullshit Man, Owen. These are good people. And if I don't always agree with them, they really honestly believe what they're saying. And you know what? I'll leave links to all these channels. So I want you to, all you, even my subscribers, I want you to go to these channels, sub them, and get, what? Even if, if I don't do a video on some days, and you're like, well, okay, let's go to this channel. Let's see what they're like. Do it. Vampires on the Prowl Cube, Irish Shannon Tomato, Indifferent Sky, Boo Boo. These are honest people. These are. What do you think I put them up there? Emma Zeitgeist, Spana. These are honest people, smart people, good people. We don't need current television. We don't need Russian television. They need us to keep their money flowing. So, I like I said, I've been guilty of it too. I'm just going to say it. I was feeding the beast. So, when I say this, I say it with honesty. If you want things to change, you have to do it. A president's not going to be able to do it alone. No, he's not. A Congress, a Senate. The people have to force them. Occupy Wall Street has changed, and it has, some. I still think there's not some more to be done, but it has changed the dialogue to talk about income disparity and everything. Why? Because the people took to the streets. You have to turn it off. You have to, because I know it won't be everyone, but enough people have to turn these stations off to where they'll be bleeding money. And they'll be like, uh-oh, we're doing something wrong. So you have to do it. Me, you, your friend, everyone. We have to do this, or else they're going to keep making money, and it's going to be all about, oh, look at that pretty graphic, oh, that's green, that's blue, instead of listening to the information. Like I said, I know it. I do. I can't help it. I'm poor. I'm like, but you can afford a computer. No, that's not the same. Buying a computer, so you need one because it helps you get it. Even at least I get to do stuff on YouTube that it could help me earn a little bit of money. But I'm not going to make a lot. I know that. Thing is, you do need a computer nowadays. It's kind of an essential item to have. But I can't do graphics. I can't. It takes money. So you have to make that choice. What's more important to you? Honesty, news and stuff like you can get from Azo, that bullshit man in them, or look at them pretty graphics. Which is more important? I think those people I just named are not as big as Amazing Atheist or anything, but I trust Anti-Bullshit Man in them, and Azo more than I ever will him. Skid Row Radio, all those people. Skeptical Heretic, there's another good guy who I may not agree with all the time, but he speaks his mind, he really speaks from his heart. And you have to get behind these people. Because I've noticed too many right-wingers on YouTube. I didn't think Anti-Bullshit Man left a comment, and I was like, I was thinking the really big ones, like, I think he was talking about the rest of the people. The middle people, the middle big people, the really, really huge ones like Chris, Liberal Viewer, Amazing Atheist, and Thunderfoot. They're all the bigger than any of the right-wingers. But you start getting down to the lower big ones, kind of big, and then the smaller bigs, there's a lot more right-wing. So you have to sub. You have to say, okay, I'll sub that channel. You'll have to watch their videos. You have to rate them up. You have to leave a comment. Well, no, the comment don't have, but it's just you have to make sure that right-wingers aren't bombing them, harassing people, and making them cut out their ratings and stuff, because they do that because they know they can't get enough viewers and stuff. And they know that it may not affect me, because the right-wing has bombed down some of my videos for the last year. Now, most of my videos get more thumbs up, they do, which is good. But the fact is, in the beginning, it really didn't, because I didn't have enough subscribers. Azov, his will get mostly thumbs up because, he's the man. But there's a few videos of his that got more thumbs down because he's only got like 600 subscribers. Anti-Bullshit Man's harder to do because he got 5,000. I think that's why they know better than to try bomb one of his videos. Because it's like, well, why even try? Gary, 10,000. See, this is what, at least that, what all of us should have. All these good people, hell, even me, I would like that. But the rest of them, I'd like to see Anti-Bullshit Man in them reach higher. Why not? So again, you got to make that choice. What's more important? I'm going to end the video because I don't want to keep rambling on. But what's more important? Me, Azov, and other people telling you things that you really don't need Russia Television and them for. Doing it honestly and stuff, and maybe using their website for links and stuff. Yeah. Or using other smaller pages like PolitiFact and stuff. Hell, I'll just start doing that. Or feeding the corporate beast. Watching the shows. Hell, I'll even go one step further. Maybe I'll be being too nice. Maybe you need to quit going to the YouTube videos of these channels and everything. Maybe we need to start supporting smaller people. Turning them into medium big. Kind of big. And then, of course I know there's only going to be a few big. I know that. And I know I'm not going to be one of them. I know that. But do I think I deserve more of a voice? Yes, I do. Just like anybody, mostly on this channel. And yet, a lot of us, and we're brilliant, a lot of these people I just named, we can't seem, because I know that. The Young Turks, the Amazing Atheists, it's the same people over and over again. Come on, let's get our news sources somewhere. If you don't want to get it from me, fine. Get it from Azov, Franks, Vampires on the Prowl, Anti-Bullshit Man, Skid Row Radio, and anybody who will be honest with you. Even if you don't agree with their opinion, you're just like, oh, they're being honest. You got to do this, because if you don't, then stuff like what happened to Keith Olbermann is going to continue to happen. Who says the Young Turks is not next? Who says? Who says current TV just won't say, well, we've had enough of them. They're not getting the goals that we wanted higher. So, really, who says? Who says that they're not going to do that? So everybody's like, no, they won't do that to the Young Turks. No, I didn't think they were going to do this to Keith. So remember that, will you? Okay? Just remember that. No one's safe. Because with corporate media, it's all about corporations and money. And that's the end. And that's the truth.